Hi, I'm Crystal. I'm the Communications Manager for the Saskatoon and Region Home Builders Association. As you may have already seen, we've recently revamped our website and our online directory to make it easier for consumers to use and more customizable for you guys, our members. So you can control how you appear on the site, you can show off some of your work, and you can better reflect the good work that your company does. This video is intended as a walkthrough so you can see how to update your profile and really show off everything that your company has to offer. If you have any questions or you need any help completing your profile, please feel free to give me a call, 306-955-5188, or email communications@saskatoonhomebuilders.com. And I'll put the contact info up again at the end of the tutorial just in case as well. So let's get started. I've got my browser open here. I'm using Google Chrome, which works pretty well, but any browser should work. And the first thing that you're going to have to do is go to saskatoonhomebuilders.com. Once you get here, you're going to want to log into the site, which you do in the top right-hand corner by clicking Member Login. For the purposes of this demo, I'm going to be Pristine Kitchen Systems so that I can show you how to update their profile and show you what a finished profile looks like. But you would use whatever username and password it is that you have. The usernames and the passwords are the same as they were for the old site. So if you already had a username from before, use that one. If you can't remember your username or your password, or you're having trouble resetting it, again, just email me or give me a call and I'll get that all set up for you. So we'll get logged in here. Now I'm logged in. It says, "Hi Dustin," because that's the contact that we have listed for Pristine Kitchen. So it'll just say hi to whoever the main contact is that we have listed. If you notice that that main contact is incorrect, again, give me a call and we'll get that all sorted out so that it's switched to the right one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to find our profile, and we can do that just by searching in this box over here. So I'm going to look for Pristine. I've got two. I'll click on this one because that's me. And everybody is matched up with their company profile. So you're only going to be able to edit the company that is matched up with your username. That'll make it so that this little link shows up down here and it says Edit Member. And that's where you click to actually edit yourself. Or you can go up here and you can just click Edit Profile. Either one will work. And then here's where we do the editing. Now, before we get started, I'm going to open another window, and I'm just going to open up our profile again here. And the reason I've got this second window open is just so that I can easily preview how my changes look without moving off of that editing page. So I'd recommend that you do the same, but you don't have to. Let's go back over here to where we're editing and we'll get started actually changing things. So the first thing that you can edit is the company name. We're going to leave this one as Pristine Kitchen Systems Inc. But if you notice that yours doesn't look exactly the way that you want it to look to the public, you can go ahead and you can change that. The second field is the company bio. Now here's where you would put a couple sentences about your company, what it is that you do, maybe a little bit of history or why people should call you. You can really put whatever you want there. I've got a document done up already with a lot of this information in it, just so that I can go through here pretty fast and not take a lot of your time, but you can also type in there. So I'm just going to paste in the bio that I have for Pristine Kitchens, and that's good. The second thing that we're going to do is the logo. Now we've already got a logo in here, and most of you should have a logo uploaded already. If you don't have one, it's because I couldn't find one for you when we set the site up. So you can upload one there. You can also change it if it doesn't look the way that you want it to. Now this one here, it looks all black, and I know that Pristine Kitchens does have a color logo, so that we're going to change it here so that it's the right one. So it's the color version. If you upload a logo and you thought it was a color version, but it turned out all black by the time it actually showed up, it might just mean the file size is a little bit too big. So try saving it as a smaller file size and importing it again. You can use either a PNG file or a JPEG for this. Either one will work. I like the PNG files because they seem to load faster, but you can use whichever one you want. So if you want to change your logo, first you're going to have to remove the existing logo. We will do that here. It's gone. And then we have to choose a file for our new logo. So we'll go in here. I've got a folder set up with all of the materials for this profile. So I'm going to click this because that's the logo, and put that in there. So that should be all good. Now, if you want, you can keep updating it as you go. So we'll click update there. It says it's updated. That looks right. If we want to double check, we can head over to this other tab that we have open and just click refresh, and now you'll see that the proper logo is uploaded there. So that's why we have that extra tab open. Now we will go down to the banner image. This is the image that's going to show up at the top of your page. You could show off examples of your work. You could show off what your office looks like if you're proud of it. Really anything you want up there. And it's going to be really wide and not very tall. It's going to be 1600 by 500. So you can pre-crop it if you want, or you can choose one and it's going to crop it for you. I've got a picture in here especially for it. So we're going to use this one. And again, we can update just to check that it looks right. We'll double check again, just refresh. And that looks pretty good. I'll leave it like that. Next, we'll go to the address. We have 2250 Hanselman. That's good. We'll leave it like that, but you can change it if yours isn't right. The city, the province, the postal code, that's all pretty straightforward. This here controls whether we're going to display the address or not. Now, most of you are going to want to display your address so that people can find you, but the reason we included this feature is because we know that we have some members who work out of their home or have other reasons that they don't want their address displayed to the public. So we've added this so that we can still have your address on the back end of our site so that we can use it for our contact information, but you don't necessarily have to display it publicly. So if I click no, it'll go from looking like this, and then we update it to looking like this. So now that address isn't displayed to the public anymore, but it is still back here on your profile. So if us here at the office want to export it, or you don't want to delete all that information, you can still have it, but we'll put it back to displaying the address. The next section is where you have all of your numbers. So your phone numbers, your fax numbers, if any of you have direct lines or if you have mobiles, you can put all of those numbers on here. Right now, we just have a phone number because that's all we had on file for Pristine, but I know that Pristine also has a fax number. So I'm going to add that as well. How you do that is you click add number. It's going to have another little field pop up here. Go over here, pick what kind of number it is. This particular one is a fax number, and then you just add it. So 306 934 0552. And that's good on there now. Again, you can control whether you want to display this publicly or not. We're going to say yes because we want these showing up. Next is the website. Again, this is already included, but if yours isn't, you can add it in there. Something important with the website, make sure it starts with http://. Otherwise, the link isn't going to work, because where it's actually going to show up is right here on this visit website, and it'll directly take people to your website if they choose to click on it. So in order to ensure that that works, make sure that you've got this here. A really easy way to do that is to just actually go to your website and then copy the URL up here and then paste it in, and it's automatically going to format it properly for you so that the link works. And again, you can choose whether or not to display this. The email that you have on there, that is the main email that you want people to have, general members of the public who may want to email you. So this is the one that's already on here. I'm going to leave it as is. It doesn't actually show up like that on the page. It shows up as send an email, and then if somebody wants to send you an email, they click on it and a window automatically pops up so that people can email you. And again, of course, you can choose whether or not you want to display that. So if you don't want people emailing you, just click no, and it's not going to show it. Now we're going to add some contacts here. You can add as many contacts as you want. Maybe you have salespeople, you have someone at the front desk that you want people to be able to contact. So you can tell people what their name is, what position they hold at the company, so they know whether they should be contacting them or not, an email, a phone number, and also a photo, just to add more of a personal touch and make people a little bit more comfortable about contacting you. So we've got a few contacts that we're going to add in here. I'm just going to copy and paste them so that it goes quickly. So I've got all the information in here. Now I'm going to choose a photo. And I've got Bonnie right there. Bonnie's there, and we'll have to check public to make sure that Bonnie shows up. And then we will leave primary checked off. Bonnie's going to be the first contact that people will see when it shows up there. We want to add another one. We click on add contact, and now I'm going to add Danny. Again, make sure you click public. And then we're going to add one more, and that is going to be Dustin. Now again, let's update this so that we can see what it looks like. And now we have all of our contacts that we've added. Now let's say that we've looked at this, we don't quite like how it looks with the 3 of them on there if only 2 of them have photos. So we want to wait until we have a nice photo to put on there of Dustin. All we have to do is uncheck public and update it. And now that one's not showing up, but we do still have it here on our profile, so it's going to be really easy to add him again once we have a photo of him. The second to last thing we're going to do is add some photos to the gallery. Now you can add up to 5 images. This is just intended to give you a place to show off examples of your work. So if you're a builder, you can show off pictures of homes that you've done. We're doing pristine kitchens, so we're going to show off some pictures of some kitchens, but really whatever you want to put there that shows off examples of your work, you can do. So we will go through, upload some of these files. And again, it helps if you've got them all in a folder here, it makes it a lot easier to do. And I'll leave it at 4. So those are the images that we're going to have. Again, let's see how it looks. And there they are. So people can click on them, they'll get big and show you a nice full screen view of it. And you can change those out as often as you'd like. The last thing that we're going to update are the services that are offered. This is what controls which categories you show up in when people actually use the search by category function. So only pick ones that you actually do. There should be 1 or 2 that are picked by default for you, but go through and make sure that there are none that you're not included in that you want to be included in. In this one specifically, I know that Pristine Kitchens does cabinets, so we're going to update that to make sure that when people search in the cabinet section of the website, they're actually showing up. And again, if you want to test it, you can do so. Go back to the directory, search under here in cabinets, and sure enough, Pristine Kitchens is included in there, as they should be. So just add whatever categories it is that you want to make sure that you're showing up in. And make sure at the end you click update so that all of your changes are saved. It's also going to notify us here at the office whenever you make any changes. So if you change your address or have anything, we will be able to see on our end that you have updated that, and we'll be able to make a note of that as well. That's pretty much it. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. My name's Crystal, and you can do that at communications@saskatoonhomebuilders.com or at 306-955-5188. Thank you very much for watching, and I can't wait to see all of your updated profiles.